Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
His wish is a blowjob.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all unnecessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I leave a bad taste, make no mistake, because I got mad flavor like a diet rice cake.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Beating up a white bitch for burgers? That's the kind of shit I like.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, Joel, you want to know something? Every now and then say, what the fuck? What the fuck gives you freedom? Freedom brings opportunity. Opportunity makes your future. Welcome to Plotty Time.
Deep.
So this week, one little thing for the correction crevice, as we always remember, we talked about Homefront last week. And we mentioned that Poltergeist came out in the 70s, but the movie actually came out in 1982.
Yeah, we were talking about the beginning when they wrote it.
We talked about Poltergeist.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
I don't remember either. I don't know why that would have to do with Homefront.
Because Poppascotch was talking about masturbating with a crucifix. And just
Oh, yeah. No,
But that's The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. How do you forget what that's from? Christ. But no, I watched it with the girlfriend last week, and then we started talking about it. That's what it was. But the only other thing I wanted to bring up, and this isn't really a correction crevice, but I actually looked up the wrestling move you talked about last week, the Razor's Edge, and you're like, I don't know if you want to use this. You're going to fucking murder me. You do that, too.
That's the joke.
And it made me think, how do they practice this?
Oh, no, you just try it.
Pillows.
Pillows? Like one of those, do you ever see those foam pits
Foam
that they
pits,
ride
yes,
like bikes
exactly.
into?
No, it doesn't hurt as much as you think. My roommate did it to a couple people in college. Like through tables, he'd powerbomb them or razor's edge them. It was kind of fun.
Well, through tables, of course.
Yeah, tables break your fall a little bit. I'm sure it's not pleasant.
Well,
but
we put cushions under the table, so when the table broke, you landed on the cushions.
I have never seen anyone do it onto the ground.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't do it.
I'm not about to go neck first into the ground.
I trust you. Do it.
Dude, okay, I'm going to try this new wrestling move. I'm going to pick you up. We're going to come backwards, and you need to lead with your neck. Lead with your neck. Drive your neck into the ground. That's how the weight's going. Jesus Christ. Well, then let's head on right into our favorite segment of every week. Dr. Syintist, what are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Well, I didn't play anything this week.
Taking a sabbatical.
No, I was alphabetizing Magic cards.
Same thing.
Yeah. I did watch a bunch of Always Sunny episodes again, because why not?
Is that where you got your quote?
No.
Oh.
Damn. That's where I assumed it was from, too.
Oh, no, it's from Workaholics.
It is.
Yeah.
I watched a video on the internet where the guy was talking about like what episode of certain TV shows was like when it really first found its groove. And it was the one you had just talked about the week before.
Nice. The McPoyles take over the bar.
Yeah. No, yes, it was the McPoyles take over the bar. They're like, this is where it really blew up.
This is I got to the episode where they bought the boat, and I watched it like 3 times.
Oh, that one's a good one.
That's so good.
No diddy boat. Damn catfish nipping at my heels.
I love when Dee's like, he's got some good moves.
Yeah, she matches it pretty good too. It's pretty amazing.
What song do they keep playing?
Back in the high life again.
Oh, and you can't forget about, it's all about the implication.
Yeah.
That
I like
whole thing.
when they first get to those guys and they're like, "Is this how you want those women to feel?"
Well, we're the sweet treats, obviously. We're the sweet treats.
We're the tasty treats in this scenario.
The tasty treats. You did use that quote, I believe, at one point. But it's good. It's solid.
Yeah, so that's always good. I mean,
Yeah.
I did finish The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's all right. I mean, I don't have the complaint of you that imaginary superheroes should come and help them all the time.
Well, that's the universe they built. That's not my fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Except there is nobody
You gotta
else.
suspend disbelief.
There's nobody else that can come help them right now. But I mean, it's all
No
right.
spoilers.
It's not as good as WandaVision, I don't think. It's more like a movie split up into 6 episodes than WandaVision was like more of a show.
Would you recommend it? I mean,
yeah, it's all right.
did it set up stuff for the future like WandaVision? Yeah.
I think
Is that what these shows are going to be? Like one-off 8-10 episodes that set up a next movie or something like that?
I would think so. I don't know what Loki's going to be, though, because Loki's dead. Spoiler alert for a movie from 4 years ago.
Dude.
I thought he got away.
You didn't watch
Was
the
that the
Avengers,
real
then?
Loki?
Yeah.
That was the real Loki. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
he
did.
But yeah, it's all right. I watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Dude, that was way better than I thought it was
Me
going to be.
too. I was shocked at how good it was.
Is anyone named in that?
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe.
So, I mean, actress, like
Yes.
big actress or anything.
I don't think so. It's going to be to somebody like Poppascotch who knows
Yeah.
every actor. But
Yeah.
Brian Cox is in it. He's one of the
yes.
autopsy guys.
I don't know who Brian
And he's
Cox
always
is.
great.
Neither do you, so.
Shut up.
Brian Cox is the good boss for the Highway Cops and Super Troopers. That guy who you've seen in 800 million things.
Okay.
That's the first thing I remember him being in. Was Autopsy of Jane Doe.
I think he was in all those goddamn Bourne movies. He plays somebody.
Oh, yeah, the movies I didn't watch. I also watched this movie called The Curse of Buckout Road.
Haven't heard of that one.
It was just on random one on Amazon.
It's about Sasquatch.
No, it's about urban legends though. Like these people are for like a college project. They go and research this urban legend.
Is that the one with the brake lights? You see them, and then there's a creature in the woods.
No,
Okay.
they like have nightmares of other people dying on Buckout Road.
Bug out.
Buck.
Buck out.
Yeah, but it starts happening to them, and then they start trying to investigate and figure out what's going on. It was much better than I thought it was going to be for an Amazon movie, anyway.
All right.
And finally, I watched the classic movie that everyone should see millions of times, Special.
Well, it's decent.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
How could you forget about that one?
I've only seen it like once around when it came out, but it was great. It was absolutely great.
When he tries to run through the wall is still one of my favorite parts. Well, he does run through the wall, sorry.
Yeah. It leaves a little physical work, but
Yeah. Or when he tries to fly and he lands on he's like floating on the ground.
when he's talking to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like, what? Look at this, doc. What is this?
Michael Rappaport's so good.
Oh, you know what? I got that mixed up with the
Super.
one with Rainn. Yeah, it was Super. I
Oh,
got it
no,
mixed
no.
up.
Special's much better than Super.
I know I've seen Special, but it's been so long.
Yeah.
Oh, you should watch
You should
it again.
rewatch it. It's pretty good.
Well, where's my list? You gotta find it.
Well, after you find your list, why don't you tell us what you did this week, Poppascotch?
Ooh, okay. Let's just sit in silence.
Yeah,
until I
put us
find
in
my list.
Scotchland.
In Scotchtown.
Yeah.
Well, what did I do when I watched? I watched the 3rd season of Good Girls, which was really good. And I didn't know that Good Girls is the one that's on. I forget if it's NBC, ABC. It doesn't matter. One of the networks.
It's on Hulu, I think, right?
It is. It has Mae Whitman, Christina Hendricks, Retta.
Mm-hmm.
They basically robbed one store to get money, and it completely went. It's a Breaking Bad scenario, but it's very good. I did not realize that Ethan Suplee was in it
Nice.
because that man looks completely different now.
Oh, yeah. he
Holy
lost a lot
shit,
of
yeah.
weight.
Did you ever see Chase with House?
Chase
Yeah.
with House.
Yeah, the guy from House, MD.
No, I have not seen this movie.
It's a show. I think they only did 6 episodes, but Ethan Supplee's in it, and he's a fucking badass.
Really? Interesting.
It's definitely
much
pretty
He,
good.
he said he was at like 500 pounds, and he got down to like less than 200.
Yeah, and he got jacked.
And then now he's jacked, and he's a huge dude. And I didn't even recognize him, but he was great. I watched. I started finally getting into, after like 3 failed attempts, The Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Not that I didn't like it for whatever reason, but I was never, I don't know, compelled to go back. And then finally I watched the episode with Walton Goggins, Baby Billy, and I'm like, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah.
That character's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I'll watch Walton Goggins do anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's fantastic. But I think I have like 3 episodes left, so I'll finish that for next week. And then the only other movie I watched was the movie that just dropped on Netflix with one of our local celebrities.
The Rock?
No, Things Heard and Seen. Amanda Seyfried's in it.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you said celebrities.
Yeah, like she's not
She's
a
a
celebrity.
celebrity. She just starred in a movie. But she's great. She was great in it. The movie, though, I thought was okay. It was based off a book, which, you know, tons of movies are, sure. Mm-hmm. But you ever watch a movie based off a book and you're like, I bet that was a lot better as a book.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it felt. It was a little creepy. It was weird. It's a ghost story, but ultimately I didn't find the ending very satisfying. It just kind of ended.
I hate that. Endings always ruin movies.
But if you want something creepy, I don't know, go for it. And then last thing I watched before I get into playtime was I actually did it, Dr. Syintist. You'd be so proud of me. I started watching Supernatural season 11.
Oh.
You're not far away now.
It's been a while since you had a Supernatural update.
I watched The Expanse. I watched WandaVision. I watched season of Good Girls. I threw in a bunch of there was like 9 TV shows where I'm like, because originally I said, all right, I'll finish season 10. I'll watch like 1 season of one show and then I'll go back to finish it up. And then I watched like 6 seasons of other shows. And now I'm going back. But right now the bad guy is Baby, I think. The Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Does that ring a bell?
Baby?
Yeah, that's the darkness.
So that's where they're at. They're fighting the darkness, I guess.
That band?
That's all I could think about.
No, that's Down with the Sickness.
No, there's a band called The Darkness.
Aren't they the ones that did I Believe in a Thing Called
I have no idea.
I'm looking it up because I'm not going to do it. But other than that, all I really played was Dudes. Did some zombie killing.
Dudes, what's the highest level?
I exfilled myself on 7.
Damn, getting better.
It was mostly a time thing, though, because it was like 11:30, and I'm like, I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I just exfilled. But that's the one exfil I did. The other ones I died at like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because I was fucking around. I unlocked the ballistic knives.
Nice.
And I was watching videos about how great they were in zombies.
They're not that great.
I guess the thing is they do a shitload of damage when they're Pack-a-Punch 3 times. And we'll get into it on the Minnesota more.
Yeah,
of the zombies.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I tried to get to it and I couldn't get past the first end boss because you have to stab everything.
Or shoot them.
Or shoot him with a ballistic knife, and there's only like
12.
20 if you Pack-a-Punch it once.
Yeah.
But it was tough. I might try it again, but you got to be patient with those knives till you get that armor up. And then eventually you just get another gun, like a legendary something, and roll with that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's it for me, because I know everyone was riveted by all that zombie talk. So
That's pretty nice.
let's push it to you, Sir Chump Slap. What are you playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
I also am playing some Doots.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, got myself the ballistic knives, maxed that level like a motherfucker.
Of course you did. I'm on level 4.
Yeah, now I'm working on SMG. I don't know, PPSH or something.
I don't like it that much.
I like it in multiplayer. It wouldn't be good in zombies though.
In zombies, it takes too many shots to do anything.
Yeah, that's what like all the SMGs really.
Yeah,
Zombies was made for shotguns.
it really was.
So yeah, I'm doing that. Didn't play anything else because, you know me.
Yeah, you're fucking cool.
I watched a couple movies. Let me tell you about those.
All right, let's hear it.
You guys ever see the movie Comic Book Villains? Speaking of Michael Rappaport.
No, I have not seen it. Is this just going to be a Michael Rappaport podcast?
Should be.
I wish I knew. I would watch more Michael Rappaport.
No, you got to watch one a week.
But it's about like this guy dies. He has a huge comic book collection, and
He's a huge comic book collection.
Yeah, there was a weird pause there. I didn't want to bring attention to it.
that's
but
in your guys' head. Now you're gonna edit it so it's even worse.
And then he's got a weird cock collection.
That's
not weird. It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your fault for giving me editorial power.
That's
fine.
fine.
That's really your fault.
I think they probably get more laughs. And there's these two comic book stores, make bookstores. They're trying to buy it off the elderly lady who's in possession of it now.
The comic book store?
No, her son died with all the comics.
Okay.
And now she has them, and they're trying to buy it. Yada yada. People get fucking violent and weird. It's actually pretty good.
Fighting over comics.
Yeah. Michael Rappaport, Natasha Lyonne, DJ Qualls.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got you with Qualls, didn't I?
I was hoping DJ Lethal.
Or DJ Tanner.
That's good.
No?
Yeah.
No deep cut Full House reference? Okay.
Oh, that's an actual DJ.
Yeah, there's a real DJ called DJ Tanner.
Oh, well, that's less fun.
I know, because I tried to use that as my DJ name, and someone told me.
Bad Blood, actually.
Yeah, there you go. I watched this movie called Altitude.
About planes.
Okay.
It's about this rookie pilot. She wants to fly her friends to I think it's a Godsmack concert. I don't remember. But,
Fucking sweet.
but they get in the plane, and there's a malfunction, and the plane just keeps rising like higher and higher.
I mean, there's a spot where it can't anymore, but
No, not in this one, because weird shit starts happening. There's a big tentacle monster outside. And fucking...
a sky tentacle monster.
Yeah.
Is anyone in it I'd know?
No, it's a whole bunch of nobodies, I think. Nobody I knew, but...
Because I'm trying to
not
figure
you.
out which altitude it was. Oh, there it is. After a mysterious rookie pilot and 4 friends, data showdown with a supernatural force. Yeah, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah, a bunch of people. Well, 5 people in the plane, and then some weird shit starts happening.
Is it like a passenger plane?
No, it's a 2-engine little plane.
No. That's even weirder.
Yeah, she's just renting it to take her friends to this concert.
It's not going to last that long.
Well, the concert's only an hour and a half flight away.
Imagine liking Godsmack enough to take a fucking
I don't know if it was
twin-engine plane.
but it was something that made me chuckle when I heard him say who it was.
To defy gravity. I gotta see Godsmack that bad.
Yeah. Then a whole bunch of weird shit happens, and it's pretty neat, but the ending was kind of too feel-good for me, my liking. And you guys hear about this Mortal Kombat movie?
The first one?
Sure did.
The new one.
Okay, the new one.
It's good. I liked it a lot. It's pretty much, what are they called? Mortality? No.
Fatality?
Fatalities?
They show so many fatalities and bloody
How
gore.
can there be that many people?
It's Mortal Kombat.
But yeah, once you kill them, they can't come back.
Well, because there's one where it's not really a fatality. The guy survives, but they didn't rip anybody's spine out.
Johnny Cage punched somebody in the nuts?
Oh. Spoiler alert.
Goro.
There's going to be a second one, because the end, they're like, we need to go find more people for the Mortal Kombat. And they just pan to a movie poster that says Johnny Cage in Hollywood.
So Johnny
Fucking
Cage isn't in it.
cool.
No, he's not in this.
So on a rating from 0 to 5 Raul Julia Street Fighters, what do you rate it?
What's 5 bad? I don't know. I was like, this is awesome. The only thing that could be better is if someone does low kick, low kick, low kick, and Liu Kang, motherfucker.
Oh, of course it was Luke.
He does 3 fucking sweep kicks. It's so good. I was like, yes, that's what they needed.
Did he do the dumb bicycle kick?
He does once.
Oh my god.
Because there's a birthmark on you, and it's like a dragon. It's like, oh, that means you're chosen for Mortal Kombat. And you have to fight, like, practice until you can figure out how to use your special power. And no, Kano's awesome in it too.
Kano was always awesome.
Yeah, he's really badass. But yeah, I'd say fucking watch it.
That's definitely already on my list, but I'll make a note.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the first ones, do yourself
There
a
was
favor
more
and
than
forget
there was more than one.
Yeah, there's Annihilation too.
I don't think I ever saw that.
It's fine.
Yeah, just forget they exist and watch this one because it's pretty good.
Already did.
Yeah, obviously.
If I'm being honest, I watched Mortal Kombat. I did watch this movie, but I was like, I just wasn't paying attention at all to it. So I had to I just kept dropping into certain scenes, and I was like, this is a bad movie. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't even give it a chance. I barely paid attention to any of it.
Yeah, the fights are fun as hell. And, it was gory.
I just saw they killed a lot of people, and it was pretty gnarly.
It was pretty cool. Definitely give it a go.
All right.
And let's get right to what everyone's here for. The slapper of the week. Two lava, two lantula.
Okay.
All right, the sequel to Lavalantula is what I'm guessing.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah, oh man, if you thought Lavalantulas was good, this is above and beyond, son.
So are the lavalantulas? They are tarantulas that are, I guess, the best word I can use is birthed from the lava.
Yeah, they like live underground, and there's like an earthquake that rips the ground open, and they just start pouring out.
That checks out.
And Steve Gutenberg has to fight them.
Awesome. Are they normal size?
No,
And they just overwhelm you with numbers?
No, they're huge. Well, actually, they range from normal size to the size of a stadium.
A stadium.
Oh yeah, we see the big one.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, like, what are we talking about? Like a Labrador, like a big dog?
Yeah,
It's
that's what the
stadium.
normal ones are. But then there's like the big one, and oh, it's so good. And Michael Winslow's in it because might as well be a police academy.
He was the dude with the voices.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Gutenberg was the fucking main dude.
The Police Academy remake. Everybody was asking for.
Well, speaking of Police Academy, the movie I watched with The Curse of Buckout Road had, I can't think of his name right now. Glover?
Huh?
The older Glover.
Danny?
Yeah.
Donald,
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover?
the guy who killed the Predator
Yeah, he's in that.
in Predator 2.
Is that the guy from Lethal Weapon?
I think that's one of the things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's in that.
Yeah, so I mean, if you liked Sharknado and you're bummed that they don't make those anymore, they're making Lavalantula movies.
That
Fear
fills
not.
that hole
Yeah,
that you were looking for.
definitely check it out.
All right, well, that's the slapper of the week. Two lava, two lantula?
Yup.
Yeah, nailed it. Sweet, I didn't even write it down. God, I'm good at this. So how about then, with that news, we head into video game news / stuff.
This just in.
Perfect. So, first news we have today is some sweet cyberpunk news,
Oh,
which I know everyone out there is dying to hear.
No.
Is it playable?
No, not yet. It has nothing to do with the actual game. It's just saying that the cyberpunk management, the co-CEOs, Marcin Owinski and Adam Kaczynski, they're Polish, so that pronunciation could go any way.
Okay, fair enough.
They will take home bonuses of $6.3 million each for Cyberpunk. And the director of the game, Adam
Capitalism
Badowski,
rules.
will get $4.2 million.
Well, yeah, they fucking hyped it up.
Yeah, you bought it.
They did a damn good job of selling that shit before it was out.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did buy it knowing it was a complete fire of a game, and I did buy it for half price a month after it came out.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't feel as bad about it. But they also said because of the profit-sharing bonuses that every employee, or the employees, I guess, that have opted in are getting $5,000 and $9,000 bonuses.
That's nothing to sneeze
And
at.
senior employees will get more from 15 to 20K. But it's just, I just thought it was crazy that the complete failure of management that led to this release is now all getting bonuses.
Well, it's all about the bottom line in America.
That's a good point. I mean, the game made a lot of money.
You're the one who likes capitalism, Poppascotch.
Oh,
Always
hey,
fucking
easy.
propping it up.
Yeah,
Easy.
nonstop. Never shuts
say
up about
that.
it off air.
That's why he makes all the money off this podcast.
We don't see a dime.
Yeah.
We're the unpaid workers.
While I will admit it is true, you guys don't see a dime. I will admit that, for sure. In other stuff that Syintist loves, Stadia news,
Oh, snap.
That's
They're giving
still
them
around?
away.
you are going to love
You
this.
get them in a Happy Meal now.
Hopefully they shut down. That meal comes with a controller.
Stadia, after 526 days of being on the market, they have finally added a search bar to their store. This is a company, by the way, this is Google Stadia.
Yeah.
The people that you could arguably
search.
say perfected internet searches.
Yeah, I'm an Alta Vista guy myself, but to each his own.
I thought you were an Ask Jeeves head, but, you know. Excite, wasn't that one?
Yeah, I keep it old school. Dogpile.
Yeah, dude, I just fire up Netscape Navigator. I can't think of any more search engines. Yahoo was in there.
Yeah.
That's it. This is what people come here for.
Yeah, this is exactly
for me to remember bullshit old search engines. So then, that's happening. So another big news in gaming: Among Us is coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 later this year.
Wasn't it already on PS4?
Nope, it was just on PC. And it's going to come with a Ratchet and Clank skin.
I saw that. But
You guys have any interest in playing it?
nah, aren't the memes already dead?
I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
You
pretty
need
much.
friends to play it.
Ew,
We
no,
don't got
gross.
those.
Yeah, like I don't think you could just play it with random people. Oh, you could, but I don't think it'd be the same.
I don't think it'd be nearly as fun, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to meet some of these. What do you call them? Friends?
yeah, that's what
wanna
I've heard.
play
They made a
online?
TV show about it once.
Don't
Maybe
remember
watch that and get some ideas.
Yeah, they all hang out in like a coffee shop and stuff. Maybe that's where I gotta go.
Maybe. Other than that, there isn't. I have a little bit of speculation. It's nothing crazy. A lot of news that's coming out now is about Resident Evil Village or fucking Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
And so, which Resident Evil Village came out last Friday? Did you guys get a chance to play it yet?
No, not yet, man. I've
Don't
been
even plan on it.
too busy dudesing it.
Dudesen? Dropping dudses? Get it? Get
The
it?
Knutsons.
Man, I'm awesome. So, apparently, Alien Isolation 2 is in development at Disney.
That sounds fun. It might be a good
Yeah,
horror movie.
Alien Isolation 1 was a pretty good game.
Yeah, the second one apparently was acquired. The license for Alien was acquired when Disney bought 20th Century Fox, and it was a popular game. People loved it, so they're like, maybe we should make another one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's never too
Apparently,
late.
it's in the early stages.
Disney's never messed up anything. It's all right.
No, yeah, seriously.
No, like Star Wars, they just nailed out all that Star Wars stuff. They nailed.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Since
Yeah,
they
who would
bought it.
watch that crap?
Never doubt the mouse is what I always heard.
People who were fooled. That's who watched it. But that is all I have for video game news / stuff.
Oh,
Wow, you didn't play Returnal at all?
No, I saw it was really hard, and I didn't want to put myself through that.
You can't get 10 of those platinums in a day.
I don't like that it's like a one of those side-scrolling shooters with all the fucking wild bullets that just fly everywhere. But
Bullet hell?
yeah, bullet hell. You know what I mean?
Everything I read about it said that it's very pretty, and I might play it someday. But everyone's like, you're gonna die 7,000 times
That's not even that much.
and have to start over.
It's not that much. You have to start over again.
I saw a editorial about it, and they were talking about how Returnal makes me want to smash a controller, and I play Dark Souls to relax. So I was
Yeah.
like, oof.
Yeah, it's totally different though. I mean,
Yeah, there's
bullet hell versus strategery.
It's like then trying to compare it to Hollow Knight or something. They're all different.
Yeah.
I mean, Poppascotch only goes for easy platinum, so he's not going to play them. But
Whoa. Shots fired.
mostly easy.
Yeah, I don't think
he's not going to complain because he knows it's true.
I don't think The Last of Us 2 was an easy platinum.
Well, just because it takes long doesn't make it hard.
No, it
That
was
depends who you
not
ask.
that difficult of a platinum. It was just going through that story twice. It's a great story. It's an amazing story. They told it so well. But boy, is it a bummer. And I am not in the headspace for bummer stories lately.
Do you own a physical copy of it or?
No, I had it digital.
All right.
Physical copy?
Yeah, something one could, I don't know, borrow.
No, I see what you're
I didn't even know they made those anymore.
How about we get into the game?
Yeah, let's check it out.
I don't want
I thought there was a lot more to this game than there actually was.
to. Which is shocking because I thought there was much less.
I didn't think there was a story at all.
Neither did I.
Either way, we are talking about the flow-filled parkour nonsense.
That's
Mirror's Edge.
Woo. I always thought you were just a graffiti artist running from the cops.
You know what? That's all I thought too. But I never played it.
It was released November 11th, 2008, which, if you're keeping score, is exactly 2 years to the day when the PlayStation 3 was released.
I knew that.
And 7 years after 9/11.
Never forget.
Released for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, developed by DICE and published by EA. It is an actual adventure.
He's trying to make his own Metroidvania.
Platformer in first-person view, written by Rihanna Pratchett, who wrote and had a hand in BioShock Infinite, the new version of Tomb Raider, and Prince of Persia 08.
Oh, developed by Andrew Dice Clay or the company Dice?
Just the same thing.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
so.
they're the same thing. He named the company after himself. It's an ego thing. But I picked it, so if you guys don't mind, I can just go ahead and hop right into this.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about
Finish
this
as quickly as possible.
crazy world that is
Unbelievable
so
and stupid.
detailed and
Well, you play, as everybody knows, a parkour courier named Faith.
They're called runners.
They're called runners.
but they are couriers, right?
Yeah.
Who do parkour. And it's one of those future dystopias that's like super clean, like a spick and span dictatorship.
Yeah, like Demolition Man.
Yeah, except for all the pieces laying around that you can run and jump on.
Yeah, but they're there for a purpose.
I was sort of confused about that because they said in the opening crawl that couriers are illegal and they're not allowed. Runners, I should say. We'll just call them runners from now on. Runners are illegal and you can't do it, but they're kind of seen as tolerated. It's kind of like cocaine. Same
Yeah,
concept.
exactly. And then
So
why are
it's illegal if you're black, is what you're saying.
yes, probably.
Yes.
But why are
Yes.
there those big like fall cushions that they use in movies everywhere?
Yeah.
If you're bothered by that, man, we got a lot to get into here.
No, that was the only thing I had a problem with.
I understood it as the runners are doing missions or running stuff for the good guys and the criminals,
All right.
a.k.a. good guys, the police.
Why didn't they just call each other
I don't know. What does it
What do you mean?
matter?
instead of like currying these?
Well, they're
data
carrying
disks?
bags of stuff too, aren't they?
But it's just data most of the time. They could have
Do we really even
sent
see
it
more
through
than
WhatsApp if you
one
wanted to.
courier mission?
No.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
I think we see the first one, which we'll get to in a sec because it's also very dumb.
Yeah, it is.
So you get into this opening crawl. They're talking about like the runners and how they use something called the flow to navigate the roofs, and it's very much like the best way I can think of it is that metaphysical like surfer bullshit nonsense they talk
Oh, that's
about.
what this whole game is.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. And it's never what I find interesting is they talk about this flow like it's some ethereal, like some presence, some state of mind, and then they never mention it the entire rest of the game.
Yeah, because you go into it when you're playing.
It's still very dumb.
You just you never had the real flow in life. That's
I
the
guess
problem.
not. I don't understand it, man, because I never got the flow. That's definitely what it is.
It's gotta
Good
be
point. Can't believe I didn't look inward and recognize
Yeah,
that.
that's mostly your problem.
It's the root of most of my problems. But you start with this tutorial mission with another runner named Celeste, who you just call Cell the entire game. So I'm just going to keep doing that because that's how it's written. And she's showing you the ropes, some moves, some weapons disarms and such, whatever.
Yeah, because you had a fall. and
Yeah.
you're just getting over it now. Apparently, you were held up in a hospital for a minute. They could have arrested you there, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense because immediately after, a man by the name of Merc, who is, I guess, your what's the name of
Boss.
Yeah.
No.
Like the guy who gives you missions.
Yeah, the guy that gives you missions, but I was thinking of what's her name from the Batman stuff.
Catwoman.
Used to be Batgirl. Got
Selena
back broken.
Kyle.
Selena
No.
Kyle? Is that Catwoman?
Yeah.
Selena Kyle is Catwoman, but she's like the
Robin.
the person that gives you the missions, the eye in the sky. So it doesn't. All right, fine. We'll just move forward. No one knows.
I know what you're saying, but I don't
I really
understand the
don't,
Batman thing.
I don't understand the comparison, but
I'm gonna look it up.
He's like the boss, and he's like, he gets the jobs and gives them to the couriers.
oh, like a boss.
Yeah. Did you ever see, what's that bike courier movie?
No, I didn't see it.
It's so good.
American History X.
No.
Oracle. She's Oracle in the Batman.
Oh,
books.
yes.
Damn, that was.
No, what's that
way
bike courier movie with Michael Shannon
Didn't see it.
and
Premium Rush? Are we talking about Premium
thank
Rush
you.
again?
Thank you.
Man, that was fucking cool.
Love that movie.
He just used one gear, bro. Can't
Fixed
stop
gear,
pedaling.
man. No brakes. Brakes get you killed.
That fucking. Oh god, that's another one for the watch list. That was ridiculous.
It's so good. Michael Shannon does.
It was
awesome
so
job.
fun, and Michael Shannon. I don't remember. We're not even gonna get into it. That's we'll save for a mini
Yeah, sounds good.
of how much we love Premium Rush. But anyway, so as soon as the training's over, Merc is fine with you doing it for like 30 seconds. I guess he was just checking up, make sure you're okay. And Celeste just leaves to go do another job. So she fucks off to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, for some reason, your first mission is to deliver a package to Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was just there.
Nobody said Merc was efficient.
No, it's true. It's like after you're done with Cell, come back. And
I'll give you
package.
package to sell.
You're delivering the package just like normal. A lot of jumping.
Oh,
a lot of running.
one second.
A lot of vaulting.
If Cell's a runner, why didn't Merc just call her and be like, "Yo, come pick this fucking package up"?
I don't
No one said
know.
Merc's efficient.
True. All right, go ahead.
I took it as like, I guess he was trying to ease her back into it, maybe.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know.
That's a terrible reason.
I didn't say it was a good reason.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe it was a reason. But anyway, so on your way there, you run into some cops, and they immediately start shooting at you. And while I guess in the universe of this game it happens, but it's kind of weird. Usually they just kind of like yell like security guards and say, "Hey, get out of here."
Yeah.
Because like I said, they're sort of tolerated.
Yeah, because they treat you like a graffiti artist.
Yeah, so they're like, this time they just opened up and started shooting.
Which is weird because you're not black.
Right. Exactly. Jesus. We're going to get letters. But
No,
back
we
at...
No one listens to this.
So back at Merc's HQ, Faith listens to the police radio, and there's reports about shots fired. So I don't know why the connection involved her sister. I don't think... Maybe she was on the radio saying officer whatever is here.
Yeah, I think she was called to the scene.
Faith runs to visit her sister, who is a police officer who is at this office building. And Merc said something about there's something going down at Pope's place.
Hold on, his name's Merc?
Mercenary.
I have
Yeah,
Mark
they
written
called him.
down.
It's definitely Merc.
Okay.
Close enough. They called him Merc.
Yeah, all right.
But this is where Merc starts telling you about how awesome Pope is and how great it's going to be when he's elected, and he's really going to make a difference. And he's like man crushing on Pope really hard here. And then Faith arrives at Pope's office while her sister Kate is already there. Kate, of course, big twist, is a police officer.
My God, like the yin and the yang.
And if you thought that was crazy, Pope's fucking dead.
Like the yin and the yang.
Exactly. So Pope, I guess, was a friend of their family, and they've known him forever.
Yeah, they're like a friend of their dad or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like they knew him growing up. But Kate basically dumps her story out to Faith. She says, last night, Pope called her. He was talking about some kind of break-in like the week before. And Pope also, for some reason, asked about Faith and how she was doing, which was a little strange. And Kate arrives on site. She sees him dead. She sees him. She gets knocked out, wakes up. Pope is dead.
Pope is dead, shot with her gun.
A story as old as time.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to frame Kate for doing it.
Or she actually did it.
Or she actually did. Yes, that's also one of these games. I'd love to see that happen.
I know, right?
Faith says we should run. Kate says no way. It'll only make me look like super guilty if I run. So she's like, Faith, you've got some contacts. Help me out however you can. I got to go deal with this. So Faith runs. As the cop shows up, Kate says to her, look, I know my boss, Lieutenant Miller. I know him. He's a good dude. He's not corrupt. If this gets real south, go find Lieutenant Miller and talk to him. So Faith runs out of the building. He gets shot at.
You steal some evidence from the desk first.
Yeah, you take the paper out of his hand.
That's right. I don't have that mentioned here. I mentioned it later. But yes, you're correct. She takes a paper out that just says the word Icarus on it. And then Merc tells her to get to Centurion Plaza. So she meets there with Cell and Merc. She shows them the Icarus note, and then no one has any idea what this is about.
No.
So they plan to find probably the third or fourth greatest character in any video game ever, Jackknife.
Just the name alone is fucking amazing.
Is it one word or two?
I assume it's Jack Knife. Mr. Knife. First name Jack.
Badass.
It's actually Jonathan Knife, but he goes by Jack.
I know him
The
personally.
plan is to find this guy because he has other contacts, I guess, and he has information. And there's definitely, they allude to it, they talk about it, the way they speak is there's a history with this jackknife fellow.
He used to be a runner.
And he, I guess, let the bad taste in their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
So, more rooftop jump. There's a lot of rooftop jumping. I don't need to explain every time you do some rooftop jumping.
No.
But you do some rooftop jumping, you find Jackknife, and he immediately takes off.
So you can do more rooftop jumping.
Yeah. That's all this game was about. I remember when it came out, I was like, this looks badass. Look at those graphics. Whoa.
It did look pretty.
Yeah, it did.
I remember playing the demo, though, and trying to do parkour stuff, and I'm like, nope. First-person view platforming is...
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't play it. I sucked at it.
It's not for me. But the best part about this entire race is when you're finally chase, I should say, not a race. But when you finally catch up to Jackknife, he's like, I'm going to jump across this thing. Ah! And he completely eats shit and like knocks himself out.
It's pretty good.
So you catch up to him, and Jackknife says that he heard some cop killed Pope. Like, that's what he heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's out on the wire.
That is.
Faith says, well, you're wrong about that. And he says, well, you know, out of nowhere, this was a very strange conversation, but out of nowhere, he's like, well, you know, Pope was a real big fan of wrestling.
Yeah.
And he hired a goon ex-wrestler for his head of security. His name is Travis Ropeburn Burfield.
Pope used to listen to Plotty Time just to get Syintist wrestling move of the week. He loved
So
it.
Syintist is his bodyguard. Faith goes and she meets up with Lieutenant Miller. And basically, it's the classic dark parking garage meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that he wants to believe Kate. Like, he wants to believe that Kate's innocent, but he isn't allowed to go see her. So Faith hands over the Icarus evidence. And Miller's like, look, I know your sister. She's great. I owe you to let you walk this time. But if I ever see you again, you're going to get arrested.
I love how this great evidence is a fucking torn piece of paper that says Ikaru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, this is the key to everything. I don't know why, but this one scrap of paper they have.
man, she really knew what to grab when she was there.
Right? He also says, Miller says, you know, I won't chase you, but other people won't. Or, you know, they can't be stopped, so you better run. And then with the lead that Ropeburn is involved, you head to his office at the shipyard.
I like the name Ropeburn, too. As a wrestler, it's pretty good.
What do you think his finisher is?
He ties you up in the rope.
It has to be, right?
I meant the name of it.
Sheepshank.
Ooh.
Oh, a
good
knot?
one.
I like it. Very good. The half Windsor. He just ties you up.
That'd be awesome.
Those are the two nuts that I know.
Yeah, right.
So you get to his office after, of course, some roof jumping, and you overhear a call where he just dumps all this information out, which now that I think about it, should certainly be a bingo spot, right?
What?
Like overhearing critical information.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we just talked about it last week in Homefront when the guy's like, did you see that helicopter behind the church?
That's right.
So I guess we got to make that a bingo spot. Overhearing the most important information. So he says during this phone call with we don't know who, and we won't know who for a while, but he said that he facilitated the murder of Pope and he pinned it on a blue, which is how they refer
Which
to
is
cops.
definitely something you say over the phone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I helped kill the mayor. Pinned it on a cop.
And they fell for it.
Idiots. Anyway, I gotta go.
I'll email you the story later.
Are you on a cell phone? Prank caller.
Prank caller. He sets up this meeting to meet this, I assume, whoever he's talking to on the phone, and he says that they shouldn't worry, soon it'll all be over, and he mentions something about Project Icarus.
Mm-hmm.
And then Faith, being Faith, tripped a silent alarm and had to book it, so she sets up a meeting with Miller to go talk to him again.
You don't know if she tripped a silent alarm. She just assumes.
Yeah, because she gets attacked by a lot of people.
Yeah, a bunch of cops just show up. Bunch of the blue.
Faith meets up with Miller, and she drops the bomb that Ropeburn had something to do with it. So then, obviously, like all good cops, Miller pulls his gun on Faith. So he says that the private firms are muscling in, and the only way to get them to go easy on Kate is to give them Faith. And then I just wrote in my notes here, or, make any effort at all to be a police officer.
Yeah, right. You're a fucking lieutenant, man.
That's as much work as police officers do, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I could gather evidence to prove that Kate didn't do it, but instead I'm just going to, fork over her sister.
Well, technically, you're just taking Kate's word against all the actual evidence of her gun being used in a murder.
Yeah, and her
being
out.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look good when you're like, I was there, and I know it's my gun. I blacked out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wasn't me.
Don't you threaten him?
Yeah, you do threaten him, but before you even do that, you pull the gun away from him.
Yeah.
Faith pulls the gun away from him. And she basically says, if you ever pull a gun... Well, she doesn't basically. She does say, if you ever pull a gun on her again, she's going to kill Miller.
Mm-hmm.
She's not playing, so to speak.
Yeah, she ain't fucking around.
She ain't fucking know.
She ain't fucking know.
I was going to say no how.
So Faith leaves, noticing that a helo is heading in the same direction as where the Ropeburn meeting is going down.
You mean a heli?
A helo? Is that what I said?
I don't know,
Helicopter?
Heli, whatever. It's all the same.
A chopper
Ooh.
Nice.
is heading the same direction as the meeting. Faith follows it, and then she actually finds, you won't believe this shit, guys,
What?
Miller meeting with Ropeburn.
That two-faced fucking pig.
I like how she assumes that the helicopter's going where she needs to go.
That's a good point.
Yeah, just follow that helicopter.
Yeah.
That helicopter's going vaguely in one of the 4 directions to where the meeting
Yeah.
is.
That must be
Fuck
it.
it. Let's follow it. It
Yeah.
must be the one.
Even though there's helicopters all the time firing at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're right. That's just pretty silly. So she heads to the roof, and Ropeburn comes after her, and then there's a little confrontation, and Ropeburn is like hanging off the edge, which I think that's more of a movie thing. It's not so much a bingo board, the ledge confession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's hanging over the ledge, and he's like, look, I didn't kill Pope. I don't kill people. I hired someone to kill Pope. Which in his mind is like way better, I guess. I don't...
There's a moral difference,
Technically,
I guess.
yeah.
So he said there's a meeting at 2 p.m. tomorrow at the mall downtown, and when you get there, oh boy, you're going to recognize who this pro was that I hired. And Faith's like, well, what about Miller? It's like, look, I ain't saying shit till you pull me up. Then I'll tell you. But before he's able to be pulled to safety,
No.
he gets murked from a sniper.
Oh, my
Maybe you shouldn't use the word murked in this situation because there's a guy
Okay,
named
fine.
Murked.
He gets clapped
Okay,
by
all
a
right.
sniper in another building.
There you go. Blow! Shot in the chest.
She gets blah, blah, and then he dies.
Then he falls to the ground.
Faith hauls ass after the attacker, and she runs after the sniper, but she's not able to catch up. And there's this really neat, one of the neater parts of the game where there's like an underground train sequence, and you're hopping from train to train.
Yeah, that was all right.
It was just okay, fine.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
didn't find it.
I mean, I guess it was the most unique part of the game.
well, the whole game you're running around on rooftops and like into big industrial buildings, and finally,
But most unique as in just this game because almost every other game does this.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's
there
what
are
I mean.
a lot of train sequences. You're right. You get back to Merck's, you meet with Cell, and you go over you talk to her basically about the meeting tomorrow, and Cell just says, "Look, this is big. Like you got to let it go."
Yeah.
Obviously, she's not gonna let it go because it's her sister. But then Faith just goes into her whole backstory.
Yeah, she goes all into about her dad and Pope and
Yeah, I guess her family were all like protesters and rebels.
yeah, her mom died in a protest.
Yeah, and then I guess then she just says the family fell apart.
That's the most believable part of this game.
She didn't tell you she was storming the Capitol at the time.
So the backstory was, like I said, they were all protesters. The mother was killed. The family just fell apart. Faith ran away from her father and sister, and then she actually met Merck when she was trying to break into his place. That's like her whole backstory,
Yep.
which they really shoehorned in.
Yeah, and then she's like, "All right, well, just drop it already."
yeah. Like I didn't ask for your life story. Jeez.
Jesus Christ, who cares? Your mom's dead. Just fucking drop
Share much?
it.
So Faith heads to the mall for the meeting via rooftops, obviously, and she gets shot at by a chopper. She's running through the mall, caught murdering all over the place, and then she finally sees Jackknife running away of all people.
What's he running from?
He must be the professional hired, huh?
That's what I'm led to believe.
Yeah.
Why else would he be there? He just happened to be buying slacks at Sears? No, he was doing so.
Nice Sears drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that? Sponsored this week by Sears. Get your Craftsman tools and slacks.
I think you can buy tires there too.
Some of them. They have the tire center. Oh, Christ. Rest in peace, Sears. You eventually catch up to Jackknife, and then he says, he's like, hey, I didn't kill Pope. And he didn't ever tell the cops that Faith was there at the time. And he seems to really know nothing at all.
I forget what he says because all I wrote in my notes was blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It feels like that scene in Half Baked where he's like, I don't know why, man, but I believe him.
That's a good point. Yeah. If we think that the Icarus note was a ridiculous thing to go after, this is even more ridiculous because Faith just remembers out of thin fucking air that this logo for a company called Pirandello Kruger appeared.
Oh yeah.
At the office and on a billboard where she recently was, or on one of the trains or something like that.
Oh, this really famous security company works security for at least 3 things I saw. Like, what the fuck?
And you would think, like, if she were a runner, someone who was constantly evading enforcement, she'd know the big players in the private enforcement agency, right? Like,
You'd
she would have
think.
heard of this company.
You'd think.
Well, she
And
was
I mean-
hurt from her fall.
Yeah, maybe she got amnesia.
Yeah.
But she
I
knows
think
about her
you're giving
dad and shit. So.
Yeah.
Oh, man. She's got to go to the docks and check this shit out, though.
The super sad part is all that backstory never happened. Like, her mom and dad live in Ohio right now. It's so sad. So,
It's like we picked you up as an orphan when you were 2.
like, you never had parents.
You don't even have a sister. The game just got so much better.
It did.
Right? Like, it really did. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, where's this game going? Can we play this next week? Shit. So, I mean, after she free associates this fucking security company, she calls Merc. They have a conversation, and he says, hey, they just opened a brand new office at the docks.
Where all legitimate companies open businesses.
Exactly.
Always have an office at the docks, man. Security.
Also, they bought up all kinds of sanitation companies. It's totally on the level. Right, and laundromat. So, she goes there to the docks. She sneaks in by the loading bay, and she's attacked by some heavily armed motherfuckers. And, she parkours, she beats the shit out of them, she steals their guns, she murders a lot of people.
Yeah. I love how her
Like a
move
lot.
is run at the guy shooting you.
Yeah. And
just
kick him in the shins.
Kick him.
Yeah, kick him real hard, the gun just flies.
I even put a note in my thing. These cops are really like not as shooty happy as they are in real life.
Yeah, right.
They like wait a second. Like, hey, you're running at us.
They shoot like 1 bullet a fucking minute.
Yeah, they're not great. I mean, that's what you get for rent-a-cops, you know?
I guess they're a paid security. The cops would have definitely shot her. Real cops.
True.
Oh, for sure. They would have rolled in their tank they bought from the army surplus.
Yeah.
Start beating the shit out of people that are like, hey, what's going on? Anyway, so
Surprised they didn't have
police-
like Falcon like suits to fly around the rooftops and chase you.
Ooh. That would've been sick.
Don't give the local PD any more ideas, Dr. Scientist. Don't give them any more ideas. Soon they're going to be rolling out those fucking rocket packs.
The javelin launchers.
So Faith finds what she calls, and some people call, the nerve center,
Oh.
which is a server room, I guess?
Yeah, and she hacks
Kind of,
it like
yeah.
a motherfucker.
Hacking the Gibson.
Bingo, boy! Act to Gibson. She finds out that there's this thing called Project Icarus. Weird, right? How that just perfectly lined up for that little scrap of
yeah.
paper she found.
That
earlier.
word project was probably ripped off that paper.
You don't think, do you? Faith sees some guy that kept popping up after her around all these events. She attacks, or he attacks, they attack, Faith runs away, and she escapes via train again, away from the train at the docks.
Yeah.
The dock train.
Yeah. They're at all docks.
Guys, we're not that close to being over. We're getting there.
Really?
Not many more notes in my book.
Yeah. Are we going to tell them what the plan Icarus is? I mean, I think she reads it here. It's like, oh my God, we're killing all the runners because they're scum.
Oh, you're right. I don't know if it's is it revealed here or is
That's
it
where I have it
later?
written in my notes.
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck it. We'll tell everybody because the whole point of Project Icarus is to kill all the runners because apparently the runners are like the last remaining part of the previous society that quote unquote didn't work.
Yup. Just like Demolition Man and the people underground.
Exactly. They're eating rat burgers.
Yep.
Rat burgers are good.
It's pretty good.
Have you not been to McDonald's lately?
And then after this, we'll have sex with VR things. It'll be dope.
Sounds like a plan. I'll meet you
Future's
there.
amazing.
It's not gay if it's in the VR space. Everybody knows that. Faith decides. She goes after the guy she saw on the cameras. The one that was constantly
The killer in
following
the
her.
catcher's mask.
Yeah, I did write Sweet Catcher's Mask. Faith sneaks onto a boat where supposedly they are. She kills a bunch of people. And then eventually avoids and then confronts the sniper. I guess the sniper was shooting at her the whole time. She had to use avoision, if I could take a word from Kent Brockman.
Yeah, that's very good.
Very good.
He doesn't say evasion. He says
for
avoision.
some reason. Now, this may just be me, but I don't think snipers should wear catcher's masks. I feel like it inhibits their ability.
I feel like your eye would have to be right up against the thing.
Yeah.
And then the gun would just kick and hit you with
Yeah.
your mask, right? Like that.
I don't know.
It does seem like a poor choice of headgear.
Like, why even wear a mask at all? Because that's not going to stop bullets.
It does if it hits right on the little thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But it probably could go through it. I mean, those things.
I guess it's to stop baseball bats and such.
Yeah, if she's sniping someone and then out of her corner of her eye, Ichiro's throwing like a 95 heater from right field, she'll definitely be fine. Bell might be ringing a little, but she'll be fine. That guy's like 50, still throws a fucking rope.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. So there's this big cutscene, this fight, the sniper runs, and then it turns out, we find out that guess who the sniper is?
So,
It's Cell.
obviously.
Yeah, this was not a surprise at all.
No.
Yeah, it's the only other fucking character in the game.
It's true.
It's not Jackknife. She pulls a gun on Faith. She tells her that it was her or Pope. I guess that it was either she dies as a runner or she kills Pope and they let her live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Cell's just
sense.
trying to get by,
'cause-
man. It's tough out there.
Yeah, because their plan is to kill Pope and runners, so.
Yeah. I mean, she could have just quit running, right?
I love how that was never an option. It's like all the runners are going to die now because they're part of the old system. Can they just quit?
No.
Like if we make it really clear that they're going to die or they can quit, I think a lot of them will just quit.
No. They must die.
So Pope, I guess, pissed off the wrong people. And Faith takes Cell's gun from her, blows up a bunch of barrels, killing a bunch of dudes, and they both split. Not together. They just
Yeah.
both ran away. So Faith talks to Merc
Faith ran
over
away.
the radio.
Pope's dead.
Oh, Pope's still very dead. Cell and Faith ran away.
Yeah, there you go.
So Faith talks to Merc. He says that Kate just got tried, and she ships out in an hour.
It's like 2 days later.
Well, it is dystopia. Maybe they just
Oh,
do it
man.
that way.
It's so sick.
Yeah, she had her trial and conviction, and she's going to jail.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, they mentioned it too. It's like, what is the term he used? But like efficiency of the justice system or some shit like that. So basically, it was a kangaroo court.
So she's been found guilty, tried.
Now she's in a convoy to go to
Yeah,
jail.
she's going to be transported that same day.
They're nothing if not efficient, right?
That's true.
Except they can't kill a goddamn runner.
Seriously. Who's mad in those fucking helicopter guns?
Why don't they just put, like, grease on the rails?
You just blew my mind.
Or just remove a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Dude, you put grease on those rails, every runner's falling to their death within a week.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do? If you run into a greasy rail and you fall to your death, you're not going to be able to warn anybody else there's a bunch of greasy rails.
It's true.
It's fucking it.
Maybe get rid of some of those cranes on the top of roofs everywhere that aren't doing anything.
Or like those pieces of plywood connecting several roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or those inflatable fall bags again.
Yeah, a lot of errant scaffolding in this dystopia. Roof scaffolding, not on the buildings.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And for some reason, don't put your vents outside the building.
And how about this? Lock every fucking door.
Yeah.
It's a good point, too. The next step is you got to break out your sister. So you head to, Drake's weapon drop?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have you get a sniper.
You get a sniper rifle near the CCC building. Climb to the roof. Get ready. You shoot the truck. You cause it to crash. You get out of the building as fast as you can while you're getting shot at. You get to the convoy. You find Kate in the convoy. Faith just basically gives her the listening device to Merc, and she's like, just listen. Merc will get you out of here. And then you lead the fuzz and head back to Merc's.
Yeah, she's like, shit's fucked up. Follow Merc. He'll tell you where to go.
And then you get back to Merc's, back to base, and you find out place is completely trashed.
Oh, my God.
Turns out Merc took one in the gut.
Do you think they were listening in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't a secure signal in this dystopian future.
I mean, either way, they took Kate, and they went to a large building that everybody knows that's called the Shard.
Yeah, and then Merc dies.
This is probably my favorite part where Merc says, doctors are bullshit, then dies. Faith is like, we'll get you to a doctor. He's like, nah, man, doctors are bullshit.
They're part of the man.
Part of the man. Doctors with their big dumb brains.
But before I die, go to the Shard.
So Merc's dead. Faith heads to the Shard, fights her way to the top floor, gets knocked the fuck out by a couple of these guys, these Mercs, these PK guys. I shouldn't say Mercs.
Yeah, surprised it wasn't
Security
done
guards.
before.
Yeah.
They just hide behind a door. She busts through and fucking hit her in the back of the head.
So then Miller's there is like, okay, guys, that's enough. She's had enough. And then Miller fucking caps both those.
Oh, shit. Miller was on your side the whole
The
time.
double cross.
Wow, what a not surprise that was, too.
The double cross.
Yeah.
Gets him every time.
That would have been more. It would have been nice if he stayed on their side. That would have been more shocking.
But he had to do what he had to do.
Yeah. Anyway, go save Kate, bro.
So Miller tells her Kate was right the entire time. It was Ropeburn, which I guess just negates the conversation that Miller and Ropeburn had on the roof.
Yeah.
Because you were led to believe that Miller's also a bad guy or on the take or something. Yeah, he could have been playing both sides.
Yeah,
Sure.
he was undercover. You play both sides, that's how you win.
Yeah.
It's a good point. I'm going to side with whoever comes out on top. I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
So Miller just stands there. He's like, you go ahead. I'm going to hold him off. All right. Which I guess that's like a half sack move.
Not really.
You'd assume he died.
It's not a sack move unless you see him die.
Fair. I'll give you that.
Fair. Now, you're right. We have to put up some boundaries here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's reasonable. So Faith heads to the roof. She gets to, and this is probably the best ending sequence
Oh yeah.
Oh, when
of
the
any
door's
game
locked?
I remember. The door's locked. I would say when she gets to the roof, she's on the roof, and she sees a chopper with, guess who? The only other character we didn't mention yet in this scene.
Jackknife.
Jackknife!
Oh, my God. Does he have Kate?
He's holding the gun to her head.
Oh, shit.
He's working for the big shots now. Says, hey, it's nothing personal. Courier, the runners are always going to go away. And he's like super stoked the old stupid ways are going to be gone. I'm paraphrasing and making it sound a little ridiculous,
that's what he said.
But not that much. Like, it was pretty fucking, he's stupid as shit.
Yeah, that's
so,
pretty bad.
And, I have his quote. I forgot I put down his quote. You ready for this, guys?
Yes.
Like, get your ears ready, because this is some fucking, I'm dropping jackknife life lessons. Quote, you can't live on the edge all your life, Faith. Sooner or later, you have to jump.
Oh, my God. Do you think that's
deep
foreshadowing?
Well, that would be ridiculous unless she somehow jumped off the building and grabbed onto the helicopter.
That's true. But
So what does she do?
That's exactly what she does. And I love the move of jumping on the helicopter, swinging through and just kicking that fucker right out of the window, right out of the doors.
Like,
those doors close, guys.
yeah, exactly. Keep the one closed. What the fuck?
This isn't fucking Vietnam with a tail gunner. Like, there's a door on there.
Or use the
Closed.
gun you have. Idiot.
Oh, Christ. What a great ending. This is the fun part I loved about this. Before she even jumped on the chopper, the army guys were on the roof shooting at her.
Yeah.
Like, they were behind. You couldn't just run backwards. They're shooting at you. Jump on the chopper. Ninja kick that motherfucker out the door. And then he somehow, his gun shooting into the air caused the helicopter to crash.
I assume he shot the pilot.
Yeah.
Or the props or something. There was a malfunction of some
Yeah.
sort. I'll buy that. Sure. Faith jumps out. She hits on the roof. Kate's hanging off the wall. Faith, in a last-ditch effort, pulls her to safety. Pan out to the city. End game.
And what happened to all those army guys on the roof?
I was just thinking now, I was about to really lead us down that thing, but I suppose it's possible it was a different roof.
Maybe like the one across the street.
Yeah, like another closed
All right.
building.
Oh, but the army guys don't have guns.
They're not that good shots, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, man, but that's it. That's the game.
That is some game.
Oh, man.
They did try something new. I'll give them that.
No, it's pretty bad.
This does happen with some games, and I know we've seen them, and I don't have any examples coming to mind yet, other than all of the Call of Duty games. But there's definitely video games that are made where they have the gameplay at the forefront, and they know what they want to do, and the story is like the afterthought.
Yeah, it's like just give her an excuse to run constantly.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, wouldn't it be cool if she was a courier? Yeah, well, no. Why would we do a courier? You got a better idea? Nope, it's a courier.
Well, okay, the first mission she'll be a courier. And then that's it.
Yeah. Someone who's used to running a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. It was something.
Maybe she was training for the Tough Mudder. I don't know.
Who knows?
That is it. That's the game. We did it. We got through it. And I think we're better people.
No?
Well, Dr. Syintist, you can't appreciate the good stuff unless we analyze the shit. No.
I just like looking at poo.
I'm an econ major.
All right, then let's wrap this shit up. Let's get into our final thoughts, and we are going to start with you, Dr. Syintist. And boy, do I got some questions for you.
All right.
And I will tell you this. I worked on this beforehand.
Oh, sick.
So it might not be nearly as bad as the other
Oh,
one.
it's going to be as bad.
Oh, probably.
At least.
I don't think it'll be as bad. I think it'll be in the middle somewhere.
Oh,
You'll see.
Let's find out.
I'd like to ask you, Dr. Syintist. Mm-hmm. Would you want to play this nonstop? Does this story suck or rock? What score are you going to drop?
I'm surprised he didn't pick whatever.
That classic sucker rock.
Yeah. Rhymes with stop and drop.
Shut them down, open up
Yeah,
shop.
you put a shop in there.
Guys, don't ruin my future ideas. Come on, don't air it out.
You prepared, and this may be the worst one.
No,
definitely not.
Are you kidding me? I asked you once what score you think you piss, and you tell me this is the worst one.
I block a lot of that out.
Fair enough.
Would I play it? No. I don't get it. I don't know. It's kind of boring.
What if I told you hard mode didn't have the red items and you had to figure out what to jump to?
That just seems even worse.
Oh.
Anyway.
Please don't tell me you read that, right?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I remember playing this
Pretty sure you
a
played it.
little bit.
Yeah, I didn't play it, and I won't play it. Did the story work for me? The story seems like it's some guy who got arrested doing parkour in his neighborhood a lot and was just mad at the man and wrote this as a game.
The man just wants to kill me.
Yeah,
man.
the man just wants to get rid of runners. Won't let me run all over his stuff.
So this is like what his interpretation of society is.
Yeah.
Just like this super future clean dystopia.
Keeping his edgy parkourness down by trying to arrest him all the time for stuff.
Wow.
Dude, the man is in charge of my whole life. It's not like I make bad decisions.
Yeah,
It's out
yeah.
of control.
I'm just running on his property, bro. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I listened to this podcast where it was an older skateboarder, and he's like, when I was a kid, we used to just skate fucking wherever and smoke and curse and yell at whoever yelled at us. And he's like, if someone did that on my front lawn, like right now, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah,
Like-
no shit.
But anyway, that's what I think the story is. Otherwise, it's trash.
Sure is.
I don't know why runners exist in a world with cell phones.
You think they'd have drones in this world, too?
Yeah, or just some way of getting information from one place to another that wasn't running there.
You're assuming it's all information. I'm assuming it's drugs and such.
Well, I assume it's a lot like Uber Eats and DoorDash.
I just assumed it was like illegal shit that maybe was being transferred via the quote-unquote good guys that they didn't want on the books, you know?
Yeah.
So they were kind of using it too.
Exactly.
It's
It's like just like Premium Rush.
Exactly, dude. Oh, it all comes back to Premium Rush.
I'll give it 3 stars.
That's fair.
That's
completely
perfectly fair.
reasonable. All right. Well, then let's go on and head to you there, Sir Chump Slap.
Mm-hmm.
And I only came up with one set of questions, so I'm going to ask you the same ones.
Okay.
Would you want to play this nonstop? Did the story suck or rock? What score are you going to drop?
Would I want to play anything nonstop? No. That's fucked up.
It's like a Wishmaster hell.
You know what would be cool if they did this VR? That might be fun. Just running around on rooftops with
Kind of
VR.
like super hot, but not.
Yeah, but better graphics.
yeah.
I mean, that would be cool. But no, I don't want to play it. Like I said, I think I played it a little bit back in the day. Maybe a fucking 48 hours rental or something. I don't know.
I
remember playing the demo for sure.
Maybe it was the demo. I don't know. Anyway, it was okay. It wasn't great. I'm sure they could redo it and make it much more fluid, and you could actually get in the flow. But
You can feel the flow, bro.
did the story suck a rock?
That song?
Yes. I think that's
bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, story was fucking garbage. Like you said, it was like tacked on afterwards. They're like, we need to have a reason to be running around, and there has to be people running after you.
Cops will chase you.
Do we need?
Yeah, like there has to be stakes. You
Yeah.
know, like you can't just be running around and fuck up on a ledge.
Do we need to have guns in it? No.
We'll throw them in anyway.
We'll throw them in. Just run away from guns because you never have a gun unless you take one from somebody.
Do you think we should work on maybe the physics of how shooting works in this game?
No.
No.
Nah,
Nah.
You're right. Just hip fire, spray and pray.
But the whole story is just like Syintist said. Like, some guy is like, no, man, the whole fucking system wants to kill me, and I just want to run. And
Just try to run. The man's hassling me.
yeah. Man, you know why? Because they want to get rid of us.
You
Yeah.
never hurt anybody.
So, story sucked. I wouldn't play it, and I also gave it 3. 3 out of 27.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean it's 1/9 of a great game.
No, it means it got a point for having a story.
And it was better than last week's Homefront.
I wouldn't go that far.
Anyway.
All right, well,
Poppascotch.
if Poppascotch wants to talk about stories and shit, let's see. Would you pop in this disc? Did the story suck a dick? What kind of score
for
are
the
you-
list.
What kind of score for the list?
Do
Yeah,
I want to
sure.
play it? Because I forgot your first one. No, I don't care for any kind of platforming in any first-person game. I think it's ridiculous, and it never works correctly, and you're always under-jumping or over-jumping, and the game looked super pretty, but
If you like white, red, and yellow.
Yeah, for that time it did. I remember.
for that time, it was really pretty. The walls look great. I remember seeing the textures in the brick walls.
Walls look great.
Well, they did. Like,
That's
walls
the only
look
reason
really-
I buy games. Yeah, they look great in Doom and Wolfenstein too.
Oh my god, they do.
Okay, I thought I was talking.
Sorry to
So,
interrupt you. Go ahead.
does this make me want to play it? Does the story make me want to play it? Fuck no. Like, the story's easily the worst part about this. I could see how maybe playing the game would be fun, but you ain't selling me on this story.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Second question, which was, what was that again?
Does the story suck a dick?
Does the story suck a dick?
In a bad way.
Simple answer: yes.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I don't know if I'd go full S&D territory, but because I will, and this, it's not a given in any video game that the story makes sense anymore. Like,
We've
it's
done
not.
too many of this.
I know.
Yeah, like, I mean, it gets a point for just having a story. It gets a point for having a story that, while not good, does at least make sense. I followed it all the way through.
Yeah.
Which I know what you listeners out there, you're like, that's a low bar. Like, yeah, that's what we're working with in some of these videos. Like, what do you want me to say? So, yeah, then that leads me to the score, and I'm with you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm not with you guys. I'm giving it a 2.
Oh.
For those reasons, because it did have a story.
Mm-hmm.
It did. I was able to follow it all the way to the end.
That's the bare minimum.
That's fucking that.
That's all we ask for.
And the problem we had too with this, like we discussed briefly, is that when you're gonna have these huge story reveals and reversals, when there's only one character left, I think I know who it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, we only know 6 people by name in this whole fucking thing.
And there's way too much foreshadowing, which I think they thought was clever at the time.
Yeah.
But the Celeste heel turn wasn't a surprise at all.
Yeah, because she foreshadows, because she's like, just fucking drop it. You don't want to get into it. I'm telling you. I know. You don't want
me killing you. Oops.
Just drop it, bro. I know it's your sister, and you would kill to save your sister, but you should totally just...
I know I set up your sister. I mean, somebody set up your sister.
God damn it. So that gives us a final score of 8, which is 1 point more than last week with Homefront.
Sounds about right.
No way. Homefront was way better.
Like way better, 1 point difference.
1 point better than Freedom Fighters.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So that'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Classic Wrestling Finisher Law.
Ding, 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 ding. And the winner is...
Boing, boing, boing. Those are the ropes.
Ooh, I got rope burn.
Yeah.
And a jackknife.
That just reminded me of It's Always Sunny. It's like D jumps in the pool. It's like, oh, you see that sweet jackknife?
I did watch the other one yesterday too, where they go to the pool and they can't get in.
yeah, that's good. All right,
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
So every week we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed wrestling lock of the week, and he never disappoints. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got?
Well, we got Randy Orton's finisher, the RKO.
Oh, shit, already? I thought you were saving that one for later in the year.
Well, 90% of finishers are cutters, which is less like this one.
What is it?
It's like a running, jumping cutter.
Explain what a cutter is.
You, according to Pro Wrestling Wiki,
Okay.
you run a 3/4 face lock like this. You can see me, nobody else.
Okay.
Can. And then you run forward and jump and pull the opponent down with you.
Oh, okay. So like a chin smack off your shoulder.
Kind of like the 3D, the Dudley Death Drop we did before.
Yes.
But without the other person.
Okay.
If you want to see this move, head on over to our YouTube channel.
This won't kill anybody.
No, you could do this to anybody. They might bite their tongue or chip a tooth.
Head on over to YouTube. I'll link to a video. You can absolutely see this.
I don't think he believes this.
So you're saying someone will not die?
No, definitely not. I'm dead serious.
You could hurt somebody, but you're not going to kill them.
I mean, I'm sure you could accidentally kill someone doing anything. You
Yeah.
could shake someone's hand and accidentally kill them.
How's that work?
You,
Give me that
a blood
scenario.
clot in their arm that goes to their heart. And they
Boom.
die.
Thank you, scientist. That's why you're here.
For the science.
I'm sure that's science.
Right, so there it is. I don't remember what you said.
RKO.
RKO. That brings us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Would you rather?
Huh? Hey?
Every week, we ask Chump Slap, would you rather question. He has to explain why he picked each answer. Either answer? Either answer.
Yeah, whatever.
This week, oh boy, we got a thinker for you, Chump Slap.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And dare I say, this may be the sexiest one we're going to give you.
Ooh.
That's not going to be that hard.
So, without depriving our listeners any longer, Sir Chump Slap,
Yeah.
would you rather be constantly itchy or constantly sticky?
My God, those are both terrible.
I know.
Like, no matter how much you shower, you're either one all the time.
No matter how much you shower, no matter how much of that fucking Bactine or what's that gross pink shit, calamine lotion you put on there.
I was thinking Pepto-Bismol, and I was like, that's not it.
No, that's
Like how sticky?
Like you ate sticky buns?
you're right. I guess we got to give you a little bit of direction here. Let's say you just hand ate a candy apple.
Jesus. That's sticky.
That's pretty sticky.
So it's like caramel on my body every time. Oh,
Yeah, it's worse than resting child sticky. It's worse.
But
than
how
that.
itchy?
Yeah.
Is it like mosquito bite itchy, or is it like poison ivy all over your body itchy?
We will say, to add another modifier, because obviously you got to pick one of these. We will say, whichever one you choose, it is not going to affect your ability to sleep. You'll still be able to go to bed. Like, it
But
won't
still,
keep you
even
up at
being
night.
a little sticky and going to bed.
I know. I just imagine sticky. Just imagine if you sweat and like your clothes just stick into you.
Imagine if you're always sticky and then you get an itch.
Yeah, because you're not getting itches.
Yeah, you're not getting rid of one forever.
I'd have to go with sticky though, because there's nothing worse than a persistent itch.
Yeah, could you imagine
Like, no
being
matter-
at work and having to scratch every
I could imagine enjoying the relief of the scratch all the time.
Yeah, there's no relief.
But if it
to-
there's no relief because it just keeps itching.
Yeah, there's no relief to sticky. You're just sticky.
I know.
So I guess the question really is, either way, you're going to be super annoyed. But is it going to be one that you can temporarily fix with the itching and feel good about? Or the sticky, which is also annoying and is always also there?
Yeah, but it's not bugging you because like you
Exactly.
can do other things. I mean,
You can lose yourself in your thoughts and you can forget about being sticky. You'll never forget about being itchy.
yeah, but
Imagine
you couldn't
being
forget
sticky
about.
and cutting your grass.
Yeah.
Or getting a haircut
Yeah,
and having to...
Just shaving my head, I'd be fucking. Oh.
yeah. You're waking up days later and there's still hair on you. Like, oh, I thought
Yeah,
I
but
got
it's
all
better
this
than
off.
being itchy constantly. Like how itchy? My whole body's itchy,
Yeah, we'll say yes.
and being sticky, I couldn't jerk off. Would it be weird?
Well, let's not get crazy. I mean, you're still able to jerk off, I suppose.
I think he's asking if he could use lubrication and it won't be sticky.
Yeah, like if I cover myself in Vaseline and I'm sticky, would I not be sticky anymore?
Like Burt Reynolds in Striptease?
Yeah, it's funny that he said it that way instead of like, when I have sex, is it going to be sticky?
Yeah, everyone knows I'm not having sex. Let's not kid ourselves.
I suppose you could buy, I guess, let's just call them what they are. Jerk-off sleeves?
Yeah,
You could use those to
You
go
need
to
a
town?
fleshlight?
I think it means condoms. Could I wrap myself in gauze like a mummy, and then I won't be sticky anymore?
Sure.
The gauze would be sticky.
Sure.
Yeah, it would be stuck to me, but then I wouldn't stick to everything I touched.
That would suck to do every day, too.
I know.
So you'd be like the fucking invisible man going to work.
Yeah, I'll take sticky. Fuck it.
All right, sticky is the answer. Rather be constantly sticky.
Oh, man.
That was a bad one. Good job.
That's a
It
tough
wasn't.
one.
It was the sexiest one, too.
I told you. Let's say someone had a lot of thoughts about how you would jack off if you had to be constantly sticky. Where could they send those emails to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send them to plottytime@gmail.com, and personally, I will respond to each and every one of you. Lovely
100%
listeners.
guaranteed response rate. He has not missed one yet.
No, sir.
Meanwhile, on Instagram, I got to pick up the slack because I have missed a lot of those. So I will make that effort. But let's say, if someone wanted to get to us faster on that Instagram where I'm missing all these messages, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram, Twitter, and Frank.
The hell's Frank?
The new Mike Lindell. Social media.
Too soon.
I don't even know who that
I
is.
know.
The My Pillow guy.
Yeah.
That one, oh yeah.
He made his own social media.
No, I remember him
That's
saying,
fucked
I'm
up,
going to
huh?
start my own social media. I remember that part.
It's funny because Chump Slap's glasses just broke.
They've been broken.
All right. Well, if you want to help Chump Slap fix his glasses, you can head on over to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. You'll listen to the podcast, see a nice little waterfall with our logo in front of it.
Yeah, but rate, review,
Binge.
thumbs up, do whatever you gotta do. Tell your friends, tell your mom.
If you tell 3 of your friends and all your friends tell 3 of their friends,
Let's make this a fucking pyramid scam.
we might have like 18
Yeah.
followers soon.
It's called multi-level marketing now.
Yeah.
MLM motherfuckers.
So if you want to get on an MLM, plottytime@gmail. No, sorry. That does it for us, I guess. Like, rate, review, subscribe, wherever you do it. We'd love to hear from you. Play some games. Be safe out there. Talk to you next week.
Don't
Peace.
trust scientists.